അടിച്ചടിച്ച്
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, can you able to hear the audio clearly, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
சார் கேக்குதா? ஹலோ
ஹலோ கேக்குது சார்.
கேக்குதா? ஓகே
கேக்குது.
ஓகே ஓகே.
எலக்ட்ரோ ஸ்டீல் கட்டிங்ஸ் இது வருவாங்கல்ல,
என்னது?
நம்ம ஓனர் அந்த இதுக்கு
அவங்களும் மெம்பர் தான் சார்.
அவங்க எங்க இருந்து ஆந்திரால இவங்களோட
இது கலர்ஸ் அவங்களும் மெம்பர் தான், ராக்மேனும் மெம்பர் தான்.
அந்த இவன் கோயம்புத்தூர்ல
பிராட்மேன் அவனும் மெம்பர் தான்.
பட் அவங்களும் வருவாங்களா இதுல?
கண்டினியூஸா நாங்க கம்யூனிகேஷன் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும் சார். எல்லாம் பிஸியா இருப்பாங்கல்ல.
ஆமா.
இன்னைக்கு 1 மணி நேரம் அட்டன் பண்ணுங்க சார், அட்டன் பண்ணுங்க.
ஓகே ஓகே.
பிரச்சனை
ஐயோ, ஐயோ.
இதுதானே?
তোমার এখন কোন ব্যাংকে অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে? প্রথম ব্যাংকে পাঞ্জাব ব্যাংকে
না না এইচডিএফসি দিব পুজোর পর
আরো আগে বলবো
কেন
দেখো না কারেন্ট অ্যাকাউন্টে করে দেখো টাকা না গেছে
না না এটা এবারে
Hello, fellow Foundrymen members. The session will start in 5 minutes. Let others join the session. Able to see the slides?
No, not yet. Only world-class manufacturing.
Yes,
That is
sir. It is
coming,
not started. It will start in 2-3
Ah.
minutes, sir. We are waiting for some other people to join, sir.
That is 32 of Jan, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Good.
Okay. Dear all Foundrymen, we welcome all the Foundry members to this 2-hour session on world-class manufacturing practices. I welcome our trainer, Mr. Thamarai Selvan. He is a consultant TKM and TPM. He is ex-vice president and operation and plant head. He is having a lot of experiences in lean manufacturing practices like 5 years, SMED, just-in-time, Kanban, value stream mapping. He has implemented a lot of projects which includes 5 years implementation, TPM implementation, TQM, Six Sigma projects. So he is a well-renowned person in the manufacturing sector. I take this opportunity to welcome him to this session. Now I hand over to the forum to this.
Sir, good afternoon to everybody. Hello, audible?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Audible, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, so already Mr. Gopal has introduced me. My name is V. Thamarai Selvan. Okay, I am the ex-employee of Murugappa Group company. And after retirement, I have worked in as a full-time consultant in TVS and TVS company. And after that, now I am an independent consultant. I am doing in consultancy in TKM and TPM. Okay. Now we are going for the topic, world-class manufacturing practices. Sir, are you audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to- Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So today we are going to see some of the practices for world-class manufacturing company, what they are doing, how they are doing, like that we are going to see. So what is world-class manufacturing or world-class practices?
சொல்லுங்க போல.
Yeah. It is a structured approach to operational excellence in modern manufacturing. I don't know how many of you know about what is excellence. Can anybody tell me what is excellence? Based on your perception or based on your experience, what do you mean by excellence in your understanding? Can any one of you answer for that? Hello?
Sir,
Yeah,
highest
can-
degree of performance.
Yeah. Tell me that.
Sir, highest degree of performance of any parameters or specification.
So, can you please repeat now?
Highest degree of performance or perfection.
Yeah, very good. Higher degree of expectation.
Yeah.
Expectation. Higher degree of expectation in performance. Yeah, very good. Any, yeah. Anybody from other side? So here what I am trying to mean is excellence is something we are going beyond. Normally we are doing all sort of exercise and performance in there, all these things we are following, but something we want to go beyond that. Somebody wants to follow me or somebody I want to put it as a best in class or best in standard or world class standard, something like that. It is not the standard, it is something like it is our thought or it is our attitude. So how we are taking our business to the higher level or how we are taking to the business level to the international level or how we are taking our business to the world class level. That is what we are going to talking about. Okay, right, sir? Yeah, and my today content is just we are going to give the introduction. What is world class manufacturing? World class. What is the introduction about world class manufacturing, and what is the meaning of world class manufacturing? What are the principles they are adopting in order to achieve the world class manufacturing? Concepts of world class, and what are the practices and approaches they are adopting, and what are the pillars and managerial pillars and technical pillars are supporting to achieve world class manufacturing, and what are the keys of world class manufacturing. So this is what the content we are going to discuss today within an hour. Okay. The next one, what is world-class manufacturing? That's what we discussed in the beginning. Being the best. That means we are going beyond the standard, going beyond. Expectation is going beyond. So that is called, and I am setting the best in the class, or being the best in the standard, and or being the lowest cost producer and delighting the customer. These are the some of the definitions for the world-class manufacturing. Ultimately, what I am trying to say is somebody will follow me. I am the best. Somebody can follow me. You can take me as a role model, or you can take me as a world-class model. So that is what I am trying to say. So what is world-class manufacturing? So the world-class manufacturing is a structured operation excellence methodology designed to eliminate losses, improve productivity, reduce cost, and enhance quality and safety in order to ultimately satisfy the customer. What is the holistic approach we are following in world-class manufacturing? It is a combination of or combining lean manufacturing, that is in the lean manufacturing specifically focusing on waste elimination, and the total productive maintenance, that is equipment reliability. Then third one is Six Sigma and quality tools for defect prevention and digital information for information. So these are all four together combining, and that is called as the world-class manufacturing. This is a structured approach. When you want to go for world-class manufacturing, these all the things will be coupled together in order to achieve the world-class practices. So again, I want to saying that world-class manufacturing is one of the most known production system in the world. Almost in all the company, not only in international level, it is in India level also. Most of the companies they have started practicing world-class manufacturing practices. It is a different set of concept, principle, policies, and technique for managing and operating a manufacturing unit. And of course, it is driven by the results achieved to gain competitive advantage. And primarily, it is focusing on continual improvement in quality, cost to delivery. That is PQCDSM. And the Japanese are pioneers in this system and evolved after World War II. And refers to practice followed in manufacturing organizations. So world-class manufacturers, those that demonstrate industry best practices. So if I am saying that I am the world-class manufacturer, I am demonstrating the industry best practices. So that is what I am coming to the point. Then also I can say that preparing for increasing the SAP flow standard. Somebody told in the beginning, increase the degree of standards or increasing expectation. So increase the SAP flow standard to a world-class level. So for which what I have to do? That is what are the standards to be followed in order to reach world-class level? Focus area mainly on world-class manufacturing is safety.
अटेंडन्स मशीन दिलं होतं बघा, झालंय का ते?
Yeah. In world-class manufacturing, the focus. World-class manufacturing, mainly on focusing area is safety. Safety in the sense, what is the best practice in safety to eliminate accident? That in order to achieve the zero accident, zero. Quality, where to reach the best in production quality in the worldwide. What is the standard required for the quality? Zero defect. Cost, reduce production cost by reducing waste and loss. It is the best competitive price before we are getting to the competitor. And delivery, of course, it is on-time delivery. Nowadays, people are wanted to have 100%. And environment, reducing environment accident to zero and reduce environmental effects. So these are the soft flow standards. These soft flow standards, we wanted to increase the world-class level with the improvement. So that is improvement and development in a systematic way. So that is also one of the definition for the world-class manufacturing. Why do you want to industries adopt world-class manufacturing? First one is the global competition. What is the global competition? You know that already. I don't want to explain much. So we wanted to match with, or we want to compete with Toyota, Bosch, Fiat, etc. So majority I am giving, since my background is on automotive industry. So my majority examples are mostly from automotive side. So the global competition, we have to compete with the Toyota, Bosch, and Fiat company. Then customer demand. When you are talking about the customer demand, higher quality at lower cost. Cheap and best they are asking. So nowadays the demand from customer side, not only asking the basic demand, they are also expecting them delighted demand. So that higher quality and lower cost, ultimately what they are expecting when in the part of customer demand. Cost, of course, cost is the main thing. Of course, one side quality and the other side the cost are both are very, very important. And of course, the cost is mainly on the profit is achieved through only the cost reduction activity. It is not only increasing the selling price. That system, that formula is totally getting changed. Then productivity challenges. In case of, suppose for example, you take OEE, we are talking about. Almost the world-class practices in other automobile industry, we are following around 80%. It is a world-class standard. But I don't know about in foundry industry how much they are following. But generally, as a productivity challenges in automotive industry, we are, as part of OEE, we are following around 80%. And sustainability goals, we want to reduce the waste, improving the safety as well as ergonomics. Apart from that, engagement of workforce, empower employees to improve processes. We are giving opportunity for the employees to take a decision on the shop floor on their own in case of any problem, in case of any quality problem, in case of any productivity problem. We are empowering the operator to take care of the decision. And of course, development also, people development. So the traditional manufacturing is indirect reactive, while WCM is a proactive and preventive approach. So that is what I am trying to say this. So why you wanted to go for, these are the major reasons for which we are to go for world-class manufacturing practices. Of course, some of the example I have given here, Toyota, if you take, they are practicing on lean. There is nothing but a world-class manufacturing approach. What they are doing, they are using lean principles, that is Kanban, JIT, Kokai, Jidoka, all sort of lean techniques and tools they are using for lean principle. And achieved actually less than 1% defect rates and higher profits and faster response time. Also, they are focusing on all the 7 waste. They started eliminating the 7 waste moda, but because by eliminating the waste, they are reducing the non-value added activity. By reducing the non-value added activity, they are also significantly cost saving they are achieving. This is in case of Toyota. Same thing when you coming to the Fiat, they are also following world-class manufacturing level. They are achieving up to the gold level. Adopted the world-class manufacturing pillars. One is autonomous maintenance, focused improvement, quality control, and safety. These are the aspects they are found to be very good in world-class manufacturing practices. They have reduced the cost by car around 20% in last 3 years. And they cut factory defects by 50% and improved safety metrics. This is the example I have given from the automotive industry side. But they mainly because of the approach what they adopted is world-class manufacturing approach. This is the philosophy, this is the concept, that approach they adopted. And the criteria for achieving the world-class, one thing, how does the company compare with the best competitor? We should always compare with our best competitor or industry best people. How we are doing against our competitor. Plus or minus, whatever we are doing, we should always compare with the competitor. Second thing, comparing to last 3 years, whether we are improving or not. That is also we want to see when we are going for world-class manufacturing. These two are the major criteria before we are getting into the world-class manufacturing practices. Okay, what makes world-class manufacturing being different? So it is mainly because of the world-class manufacturing principles. What are those principles? One is zero concept principle. Other one is 100% principle related. World-class manufacturing principle discussed as well. They are aiming for zero accident, zero breakdown, zero defect, zero scrap, and zero waste. This is what the zero concept, what they are following in the world-class manufacturing, WCM. What are the 100% involvement related, customer related, they want to show 100%, and employee motivation, they want to improve 100%, and visual anomaly 100%, employee participation 100%, and they want to improve 100% OEE. But of course, 100% OEE very difficult, but anyhow, our aim or objective is to improve 100% to OEE. So this is called the zero and 100% principle. And mainly 3 things are important for the world-class manufacturing. The one is lean manufacturing and just-in-time. I already told you, it is a combination of just-in-time, total quality management, and TPM, total productive maintenance. See, one of the major thing in the world-class manufacturing is implementing lean manufacturing and just-in-time. So you know that what is lean already, and of course is a part of just in time is also a part of the lean manufacturing. These are the two main pillars, just in time as well as zero cost. This is very important for the lean manufacturing practices. So the principle, both the principles are go hand in hand in making sure that items produced will meet customer demand rather than be in excess or ahead of the need. We don't want to produce anything extra other than customer what their requirement, and we don't want to keep any stock, and we don't want to keep anything, any defects or anything else here. Only up to the customer demand. How much we want, what I want, where I want. That is what I am following as per the base of lean manufacturing and JIT concept. So the lean manufacturing is basically focusing on 7 waste. You know that everybody, almost everybody know that what are the 7 waste and all. And they usually they call it as a TIMUD. That is a transport, defects, waiting, motion, inventory, overproduction, overprocessing, and transportation. These are the major 7 waste which is increasing the cost in the any manufacturing industry. Whereas by applying the lean concept or lean manufacturing principle, we can able to reduce the defects, or to some extent, like Toyota, we can able to reduce the 90-95% of the defects what they are facing in the manufacturing area. But of course, I am also trying as part of, when I am implementing in my company as part of lean manufacturing, I also tried my level best, but I am not able to meet 100% or 90%. But of course, out of all 7 ways, some of the ways I have eliminated, but other thing is that we are gradually reducing. It is not possible to eliminate 100%. At least how much possible we can able to reduce. That is what the lean manufacturing is talking about. Of course, just in time, I already told you, it is go in hand. And of course, what is that we wanted to achieve? We don't want to produce anything extra, and we don't want to keep anything in stock there. So whatever the customer demand, as per the customer demand, we will produce it and keep it and send it. That is what the major principal point adopted in world-class manufacturing. That is implementing lean manufacturing and just in time. If you ask me, sir, if you want to go for world-class manufacturing without these things, is it possible to go for? Yes, as per automobile is concerned, we cannot move without lean manufacturing and just in time. So I don't know about other industries and other things, but it is all based on the customer demand. Because nowadays, I told you already, the customer demand is very high nowadays. In order to go for meeting the customer demand, we have to follow as per this implementing lean manufacturing and just in time. This is the first principle for the world-class manufacturing. This is a very, very important one. The second one is to applying total quality management. You know that what is meant by total quality management. Of course, customer focus mainly, total employee involvement, how to satisfy the customer, providing management objective, how you are deploying all management objective to the bottommost level. So these are the various techniques we are using to apply total quality management. The same concept and the same principles and the same methods are going to be used in WCM also. Because that is also one of the major points for it. But when we are taking the top level commitment, how the top level commitment is deploying to the lowest people. So that is what mainly taking about the total quality management. So that is also very, very important, because it should not lie with only the top management. It should also go to the bottommost people. So that is why we are also adopting the total quality management concept. Not 100%, but wherever it is required according to the business and product of the customer, we will select some of the tools and techniques from the total quality management. Third one is executing total productive maintenance. Here, TPM, I know that it is mainly focusing on maintenance is machine and the man. How we can increase the efficiency of the machine, because since it is a capital investment, out of all the resources, the main resource is the machine, because it increases more capital. So in order to utilize the machine effectively, or asset utilization or plant utilization, whatever you can say that, we have to go for total productive maintenance. In terms of OEE, we are supposed to follow that. That's what I explained in the beginning itself. Okay, the total productivity management, you know that 8 pillars are there. All the 8 pillars you need not apply in all the company, and need not be required. But wherever, according to the process, according to the requirement, out of 8 pillars, whichever the pillars are relevant or whichever pillars are appropriate to our process or product, we can able to take up. So, example, maybe in my case, you can take me that I am not going for any other pillars, that is design development other area, because my company, we are not eligible for design, because the design is given by the customer. So out of 8 pillars, I am focusing only on 7 pillars. Eighth pillar, early equipment maintenance, that is design pillar, it is given by the customer already. So it is again according to the requirement of the manufacturing process. So these are the three pillars, very important for the implementing the principle of WCM. One is lean manufacturing with the JIT, and the other one is total quality management concept, and the third one is the total productive maintenance. You know the meaning of word total productive, the output by input. Not only output by input, at the same time it should be efficient and effective. In order to improve our efficiency and effectiveness, we have to go for total productive maintenance, because that is only giving more lot of benefit to the in terms of OEE, overall equipment efficiency, as well as overall line efficiency. So when you want to improve both of the things, we have to go for total productive maintenance. And if you take any world-class manufacturing company, what are the characters they are having? Of course, otherwise, what are the practices they are doing? That is what most important to attracting us. One is, suppose any philosophy of the world-class manufacturing, before I am starting, that is what the Japanese told me, before we take up the world-class manufacturing practices, he told me that the three joys principle. One is joy for the people who produce them, and the joy for people who sell them, and finally, joy for the people who buy them. So this is the three philosophy of three joys. This is what he explained to me. When you go for any project activity or anything, whatever you wanted to do, you take three joys like that. The philosophy he has given to me. Same thing also I am sharing to you. Okay, and of course, the excellence in 5 years. Any WCM, you want to take a lean manufacturing, or you want to take TQM, or you want to take Toyota production system, or you want to take any sort of any improvement activity or performance improvement activity, without 5 years, it is not possible. 5 years is the basic foundation for the any type of project, whatever you are taking, either lean concept or whatever it is, TQM concept, or total Toyota production system concept, anything, or TPM concept, anything you are taking, foremost basic requirement is the 5 years. So without which we cannot do excellence activity. So that is what I am saying. The foundation of the operations excellence begins with the 5 years. I am the same firm believer on this, because unless you are not putting a foundation very strong in your factory, we cannot move further. So because the 5 years is the foundation for that. So you should focus more on the 5 years. Because if you want to utilize the 5 years more effectively, definitely it will help you to reach the WCM level. I don't know how many of you are completely following all this 5 steps activity. Because what we are doing, even as a consultant, whenever I am visiting to the factory, I am visiting to a lot of factory for 5 years implementation and TPM implementation, a lot of company I am visiting. Whenever I am going there for TPM implementation, first I will ask about the TPM 5 years only. Because 5 years is a basic step. So I ask him 5 years, at least 1 or 2 years, how they are improving. If they are not happy with the 5 years, now we will not go for any TPM project, because it's the basic foundation, without which I cannot build up any building or whatever it is. So without this, foundation of operation excellence begins with the 5 years. So that is why I am telling you excellence in 5 years. So if you utilize the 5 years properly, what is that operation the excellent company will do? They will keep everything in place where needed, where they will keep clearly, and they will keep ordered. All working stations will be very clean. So the question what I am asking, are these requirements necessary to become operation excellence, or it can be achieved only after becoming an operation excellent company? I leave it to you, you take it up. So, but as far as I am concerned, operation excellent company, we should follow the 5 years. As per the system is given, as per the system or concept given by 5 years, we should follow. Third one, in the excellence in 5 years, what we are trying to say that we should take the objective as 0 defects and 0 claim, even in the 5 years, in the foundation stage. So, yeah, because the 5 years, if you improve the 5 years, definitely our quality level will also improve. Our return of material will come down. Customer complaint will also come down by increasing the quality level. So, how the 5 years will improve the quality level? A disordered working place can't assure accuracy. And a defective part should be isolated. Otherwise, there is the possibility to send them to the client. So that is why I am telling you that when you are following the 5 years, these are the things to be considered. Objective the 0 defects and 0 claim. Same thing as part of 0 defects and 0 claim. The time, how much time I am taking for stretching the, whatever the parts are, whatever the spare parts, whatever I am having. It should be less than 1 minute. That is what the standard is asking. Otherwise, we are not able to, if you take more than 1 minute, that means we are having a lot of non-value added activity we are doing in that area particularly. Other thing, we want to reduce the number of breakdown. If we effectively follow the 5S principle, at least 50 to 60% of the breakdown concept will come down. So these are the, whenever we are going for 5 years, not only as taking as a housekeeping, simply cleaning and housekeeping, it should be have some objective like zero defect, zero claim, zero breakdown. So like that we should take it up. When your aim is high, accordingly your process and other things will be modified and according to the requirement. And the same thing, part of 5 years, what I can try to achieve is minimum stock. Okay, not able to maintain zero stock, but how minimum stock I can able to maintain. But how do you identify the minimum stock? Definitely in the raw material stores, in the stores area, FG area, all the area you can able to find out. Because this is one of the major area where we are finding. Whenever I am going for any factory, whenever you are going for stores audit, 5 years, this is what the objective we are given to the people. We want to reduce the stock. How are you going to reduce the stock? So when you want to reduce the stock, this is the way we have to look up it. What is the A category? What is the B category? What is the C category? How do you organize? What are the runners? Everybody is runners kind of category means why don't you keep it aside? Why don't you keep it nearer to me? So like the various sort of techniques we are following in order to avoid the minimum inventory stock. And again, of course, resource conservation, maximum saving energy and resources. These are the concepts whenever we are going for any 5 years practices, these are the concepts we are demanding from the company. It is not only just cleaning or marking or moving the table or here and there. No, we are demanding the objective of the 5 years very clearly. We will tell them that this is what we are expecting as out of 5 years. The benefit the company should get is zero defect, zero accident, energy and resources maximum, saving energy and resources. These are the one of the best practices as part of 5 years practices. In most of the company they are following. If you go to many recently developed MNC company, they are already put up all sort of 5 years practices, excellence in 5 years practices. Of course, already there some of the things they are already achieving. Okay, so first basic foundation for the world-class manufacturing is 5 years. So why 5 years? What is the importance of the 5 years? If you are not implementing the 5 years, what will happen? So that's what I explained to you. The other one is any world-class manufacturing company, they are not only doing the 5 years alone, but they are also parallelly focusing on customer. The customer sensitive organization. Suppose, I don't know how many of you from automotive side, suppose any company, auto ancillary company, they will be maybe they will try a tier 1 company. What is the system they are following? Actively, they will be driven by the company. So customer-driven company is the main thing is the main approach for world-class manufacturing. Because we should understand what is the customer need, what is the customer expectation, and accordingly, once we understood the customer need and expectation, how are you going to satisfy meeting the needs and expectation? So I don't know how many of you from your side, how often you are visiting to the customer side? Because when I was working as a plant head in my company, I am one of the suppliers to all the 4-wheeler OEM across India. All the Maruti, Hyundai, Renault, Nissan, Ford, Tata, almost I am supplying part of all the OEM area. What then almost every week, at least one customer I used to meet it because I want to understand the needs and expectations. Because whenever we are developing for the new product development, it should come when you are understanding the customer needs and expectations, you need not go and ask the business from them. Automatically, the system will make me to become the preferred supplier for the customer. So that is what the system they are also maintaining. So for which what we have to do, we have to keep in touch with the customer. We should go very often and meet with the customer and we will discuss with them and understand their needs and understand the expectation. That is what most very, very important for nowadays. Without customer sensitive, it is very difficult to survive. One of the things. And what are the tools we are used, this is called the Kano model. The Kano model, what they are telling, must be quality, performance quality, and must be quality, performance quality, and derated quality. Must be quality is what they are talking about, basic quality. So whatever any customer, whenever coming for any business, what they are asking, you want to meet the quality, cost, delivery, all those things. That is the basic quality. What is the performance quality? After you supplying to the customer, whenever you are feeling any gap between the customer requirement and your target, so you have to increase the performance. In case of, for example, suppose they wanted to give 100 ppm or 10 ppm, you are not able to achieve, how you are going to perform in order to meet the same 100 ppm. That is the performance. And the delighted means, and the excited customers means, what is it, whatever it is, something, what is their expectation. On behalf of customer, you should think and you should put some of the features in order to satisfy the customer. This is the Kana model, based on which we will collect all the voice of the customer. The voice of, once we collected the voice of customer, we will deploy to the quality function deployment. We are converting whatever the voice of customer into technical requirement. So for which this is the basic step, or the basic tool or technique is used for understanding the customer needs and expectation as part of customer driven company or customer oriented company. So this is called a Kana model. I don't know how many, I think already some of them maybe practice. I don't know how many of you practice here. The next one is safety practice. Suppose you know that any other world-class company or whatever it is, safety is very, very important for us. Ultimately, what is the safety things we are talking about? It is mainly for zero defect, zero accident. That is what we have to do. So in order to achieve the zero defect, what the best company, what the world-class company will do? Proactive measures they will take. What is the proactive measures? First one is risk assessment and hazard identification. Recent days you can call me, risk assessment and HERA. HERA, that is called HERA. I think your company, all of your company will follow the same HERA principles. And of course, safety audits and compliance with the regulation. The compliance with the regulation is very, very important. Otherwise, running business is very difficult. And of course, nowadays, not only the accidents reported, near miss reporting and root cause analysis. These are the best practices they are starting now. Then implementation of PPE, that is also one of the major requirements for ensuring the safety in the practices. Of course, the major thing is behavioral safety initiative and training. And the Ford company, I think, General Electric company, recently I saw in the one of the article, they adopted some BBS, behavior-based safety training program, because the majority of the accidents are caused by the unsafe act, not unsafe condition. Unsafe condition also one of the cause for the accident. So 20% is caused for the unsafe condition and around 80% is due to unsafe act. So how to avoid the unsafe act? That is called, that is the details more about the study about the behavioral based safety. That will more discuss on only due to unsafe act, how to avoid unsafe act. So people are asked to participate in the training program. They have started giving a lot of suggestions and improvement ideas, and the company has started all those things. And of course, their accident level was come down, but they have not given any data something like that. But this is the article I have gone through that. So that level of safety practice to be followed in world-class manufacturing company. Other one is plan for quality. I don't know how many of you know about how to plan for quality. We have to plan for quality in two ways. One is for new product development, and the other one is for existing product. How will you plan for quality for new product? That is ultimately, that advanced product quality planning. Those who are experienced in automobile company, they much know about the advanced product quality planning. Now, what it says, it will, when you started using advanced product quality planning, what is that various techniques and tools we will come to know that. How by following that advanced quality planning, we can take the quality target against benchmarking with the global people. So what is the level of quality we supposed to give? What is the level of productivity supposed to give? So when you're developing a new product development. So that is one side is the new product development. And the other one is for existing product. How are you going to achieve the zero defect quality in the existing product? So there should not be any shortcut for any quality. We should have any plan and we should have any system for the achieving the quality as per the customer requirement. So whatever the problem we are facing or whatever the area for improvement you are facing, you should be taken as a source of improvement. Okay, so we should have some plan in the beginning. That is, we know our mission, policy, everything. Based on the policy and we are deploying whatever the objective goals or target based on the objective and goals of the target for the plan of quality. And the same will be deployed to the bottommost people. And of course, the bottommost people, they are going to achieve the develop the action plan or the task how we are going to do. That is what they are going to do. So the plan for quality should not be here and there. It should be systematic approach in the beginning itself. Every year beginning, we should do that. What is the next year we are going to achieve? Whether we are going to meet the plan of quality as per the customer requirement or not. So any world-class company you take, no, always try to achieve only zero defect. Or if you are not able to achieve zero defect, at least can we... So, what world-class practice?
What disconnected?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So the world-class practice is what world-class company, what they will do, no? Well in advance, they will plan for the zero defect quality. So always they will plan for the zero defect quality. But what happens? Sometimes what will happen? Even if you are not achieving zero defect quality, what we have to do? At least as per the customer demand. Whether it is not, okay, shall I move?
Sir, please continue, sir.
Yeah. So even if you are not able to achieve customer end quality as zero defect quality, whatever the customer is demanding, either 100 ppm or 10 ppm or 15 ppm, that should be meet. How we are going to meet that customer demand ppm? That for which we have to plan for quality for the existing product as well as the new product. So that is what I keep trying to mentioning for the plan for quality. And reliability. So the reliability is very, very important. You have any customer, what they will think of now, whatever the product they are buying from us, it should be reliable. Reliable in the sense they should be, whatever the time period we are giving, as per the time period, all the parameters all should become. Otherwise, it will ultimately develop for either warranty claim or customer return material. So in order to achieve the reliability, we have to do the product design stage itself. So the product design, we have to be taken care of, and of course, parallelly, we have to take care of the process design also in order to have the reliability of the product. So the reliability of the product is very, very important because the key aspects for the key aspects for customer satisfaction is reliability, product quality, and customer satisfaction. This is very, very, if you want to achieve the product quality and the customer satisfaction, the product reliability is very, very important for us. So it should be in the design state, and while designing the product, we must be taken care of the reliability as per the customer, what customer is expecting. Suppose if you take one car, at least we 5 to 7 years they are expecting it. Accordingly, we have to design for the reliable product. Okay. Then next one, preventive approach. What do you mean by preventive approach? So that nowadays, earlier in the system, quality system and all, you can able to see that preventive approach. Nowadays, the preventive approach is there, but they are coming in other terms of called risk management. So the preventive approach is nothing but almost how we are planning for our risk. So before we are going for whatever the any activity or any project take, we should have what are the risks is to be planned. So once whatever the problem happened, after we are taking something action is a corrective action. But here what world-class manufacturing is asking about is the preventive approach. We want to avoid any problem in the beginning itself. We don't want to get any problem. We don't want to get any defect. We don't want to get any issue. What we are going to do that? What is the preventive approach we can follow? One of the part what we are doing in automobile industry is failure mode effect analysis. I think your company also, most of your company also will follow the failure mode effect analysis. We will identify the potential risk from the process or from the product. How are you going to mitigate this and what is our contingency plan? All those things will be arrived before getting into that. So that is called the preventive approach. So that main thing is on risk management. Risk management, nothing but in terms of FMEA, failure mode effect analysis. What are the product design we are doing, product FMEA and process FMEA. Product FMEA talking about the potential risk in the product before we developing. What are the potential risk in the process before we developing. So this is the concept we are following as a preventive approach. Then there's zero defects. Yeah, zero defects. So of course, this is the concept now. Nowadays, all the people almost saying that how are you going to achieve the zero defect? But we can easily say that this zero defect, but it is not only talking about the customer and quality zero defect. We are talking about the receipt inspection, we want to achieve zero. In process, we want to achieve zero. Final, we want to achieve zero. And of course, we want to achieve zero at customer end also. If we want to achieve customer end zero defect, ultimately we have to take care of process quality. How do you take care of the process quality? We want to achieve each and every process. The output of the each and every process should deliver only the zero defect. Of course, same thing, whatever the raw material or parts we are cutting from supplier side, it should also meet the zero defect quality. So just like that, it is not possible to meet zero defect at customer. Unless we improve from incoming stages to dispatch stage, it is very, very difficult to achieve the zero defect concept. But the zero defect concept nowadays is almost all the companies have started following now. One of the company, when I went for audit, and whatever the audit I have done it, that is one of this. Hey, no, sir. லிங்க் ஒன்று வச்சிருக்கேன்.
அப்புறம் பார்த்து
Okay. That I this minimize பண்ணதான் வருது அது. Yeah, I think you can able to see the screen. This is one of the guidelines we are following for whenever we are going for zero defect audit for any process and any company. So what are the area for we wanted to focus is area for improvement is process strengthening. Forum category, it is a process area. That's machine category. Improvement objective to avoid process bypass or miss and wrong process. And these are the guidelines for zero defect model line. We will select first model line and whatever the practices we wanted to implement, first we implement the model line. Once we achieve the zero defect in the model line, in the process, in the industry itself, then we will go for the other line. Slowly we are extending all the line. Then what are our observation? What are the guidelines to be followed in case of process category? Same thing you can see the method, process adherence improvement, final inspection strengthening, how to strengthen the final inspection, system improvement, organization culture, manpower training, manpower continuity, manpower involvement. So these are the various areas we want to focus in order to achieve the zero defect quality in the plant. Otherwise, we will not able to do it 100% achievement at customer end. So once we want to achieve these are the guidelines we are following for all the forum category, man, machine, material, method. This is a rough sample I am giving. I think the company on their own will have a different checklist. This is for we have taken for the auto ancillary company we have taken for that. Okay, this is the way we have to go for. This is the way we have to go for more 100% zero defect. So the zero defect is very very people are customer demand is nowadays is only zero defect. It is not 10 PM or 15 ppm or 100 ppm. They are talking more about on the zero defect concept only. Even if we started focusing on zero defect, what ultimately it will drive all the area for improvement. So that is the main advantage for when you focusing on zero defect. And all pervasive quality. What I'm meaning is pervasive quality in the way it is not only for the only one particular people wanted to achieve the quality. It is not only the quality department or not only the production department or not only the manufacturing department. Inside the company, I am talking about inside everybody working in the company should talk about what is quality. They should talk about the zero defect quality. If you start from right from security to dispatch area. What do you mean by a zero defect? How are you going to achieve that? In my area, what I have to do? So like that, we should give the all sort of promotion, awareness and process or system to understand people to understand the what is mean by company-wide quality. What is the zero defect quality? How are you going to achieve that? What is that people are doing inside? So that quality awareness, not only for manufacturing area, throughout the company, inside the factory, you have to create. But then only that the creator awareness will focus, people will start focusing more on the quality. So that is why the purpose we are giving all pervasive quality in the sense, how are you going to implement that quality concept everywhere in the factory? That is what the world-class company also following. Of course, this is the just in time. The just in time, what we are talking about, already I have discussed with you. Correct component move to the correct and useful places. and only at the time when the movement needs to take place. You will already know that what is just in time, what customers want, as per the customer requirement I am going to make. I will not make anything extra, and I don't want to keep any stock. By keeping stock, I don't want to lose the quality problem. I don't want to end up with the quality problem. At the same time, I don't want to make it scrap also because of non-moving item. So but avoiding all sort of things, we have to make to order. That is the system we wanted to follow for that. That is any world class company, they will follow only the just in time. They will not go beyond whatever the customer requirement. Mistake grouping. Of course, this is one of the most important area for achieving the defect, achieving the zero defect quality. All sources of error must be eliminated in such a way that is impossible to perform the task in the wrong way and ensuring customer will not get any defect. How will you do that? So that's what I said, whenever we are doing for plan for quality, we have to also parallelly plan for mistake proofing. So when plan for quality, you will identify what are the failure modes in the each and every stage of the process, from raw material to dispatch area. I don't know how many processes will be there, depends upon the company size. We have to focus more on the FMEA concept or potential risk area, each and every process. Each and every process, whenever focusing for the failure modes, in order to eliminate the failure mode or minimize the effect of the failure mode, can we go for mistake grouping? There are two types of mistake grouping we have to use. One is for preventive type, one is for detective type. But here we are recommending mostly on the preventive type. So preventive type mistake grouping only the we want it. Even if it is detecting type, we can go for, we can adopt it, not a problem, but it will not, the defect will not go to the customer. But what we have to do, it will occur inside the factory. What we have to do, we have to make, it will create some sort of non-value added activity. So the mistake grouping is very, very important. So mistake grouping important, at the same time, we have to go for prevention type mistake grouping. That is what we are trying to say, that because quality is maintained, or quality is ensured only through mistake grouping, not manual inspection. For example, if you take any manual, if we are putting for 100% inspection, you will not get 100% effectively. At least 1 or 2% will escape from the factory that will reach the customer. Whereas in case of defect area, if you go for mistake grouping, we can ensure 100% that will not go to the customer at all. Because either it will make the machine to stop or it will detect other area. So that is the way the mistake grouping we are adopting now. So better we can go for preventive type of mistake proofing. That is what the world-class company are looking for. So this is actually in our company, when I was there, this is the system we are following for the OK system. What is the existing process? What is the new process? What are the things to be followed in order to implement the OK? What are the steps to be followed? First, we have to list out the problem. And the other thing, we have to analyze the problem. And for the problem, what is the OK we have to identify. Once we identified the OK, we have to implement the OK, and we should monitor the result. Once the result is satisfactory, we should standardize. This is the steps we are following. Maybe when I was there, in the same system is following till date in our company. This is for the existing product for the OK implementation. Whereas the new process machine, process design FMEA, new machinery, new machine ordering, DFMEA. So these are the various areas we can implement for OK principles. So this is the general procedure we are adopting in our company. Usually, it is not only in our company, in most all the world-class companies, they will follow some procedure for existing product as well as the new process. Now, this is one of the things we are following. You can see in the picture the defect cost OK table. In the center, we have put this as a defect table. This left side possible causes of OK. The right side, you can see the possible OK solution. We have seen the interlinks wherever we can go for missing parts. These are the causes left side. On the right side, we can see what type of mistake group sensor we can introduce. These are the defect I am facing. For this defect, we want to eliminate and we want to make it zero. In the right side is the OK solution. In the left side, what is the causes for the defect? So the linkage, that is linkage we are facing the OK principles. Next one is the competitive quality. Innovate and improve. It is not only for improving the quality, but at the same time, you should also maintain the cost, quality, and delivery. For which, what you have to do? The companies must regularly practice a PDCA. You know that everybody know plan, do, check, act, and the quality function deployment. This one is very, very important. The quality function deployment is very, very important. I don't know how many people are following for, because this is the one area where we can use it for converting customer voice into our technical requirement. And the technical customer voice converted into technical, the technical will converted into the process, and then process converted into the product requirement. So like that, it will come all right. So this is the way we have to go for innovate and improve the culture. And of course, we should constantly monitor the quality cost. I don't know, you know that already all of your company you are following. How many type of costs are there? Prevention costs, appraisal costs, and the failure costs. Failure in the sense internal failure as well as external failure. How nowadays profit are being achieved? You know, profit is equal to selling price, okay, minus cost. Because profit is determined by the company. Selling price is determined by the customer. We cannot dominate. So ultimately, what is our control is only on cost. So it is our area, only it is lying with us. So we have to control the cost in order to avoid the quality cost. But usually any world-class manufacturing company you name based on the at least 0.5% to 1% maximum percentage of turnover. Suppose I am making 100 crore turnover company, the cost of quality, that is prevention cost, appraisal cost, internal failure cost, external failure cost will be 1% of the turnover. That is what the best world-class manufacturing company they are following. So like that, because based on this only we can able to see that where are the area we are wasting our money is getting wasted, based on which we can able to take up the action, and the part of the benefit we are getting we can pass on to the customer. Because nowadays the customer they have started asking the price reduction every year. In automotive we are facing the same problem every year. Whether we are giving or not, they will automatically cut the price reduction. That is what the system going now, right now. So what we have to do in order to come, if we don't want to lose any profit, so in order to achieve the same profit, whatever we have achieved, we want to reduce the cost. So what we are doing, we wanted to do the waste elimination activities. What are the value added activities? What are the non-value added activities? Those activities will be identified and those activities will be taken care from the system. Then, of course, last one is the organization technology. The organization must use the latest technology before the old ones become obsolete. So what happened in my case, customer started asking the zero defect in the part of the part-time supply. But during my days, what you used to do is manual welding. You know that manual welding, how far it is okay. But with the manual welding, it is very difficult to go for this one. So what we did, we got a robot technology, process automation, something like that we gone further. So like that, wherever it is required, in order to achieve the zero defect concept by the applier, for the customer, we have to go for the technology before it is getting obsolete. And the cutting inventory, that's what I already talked about. Inventory, what we are meaning about then, how much turnover, inventory turnover ratio. How are you going to have an inventory turnover ratio? But usually in automotive industry, world-class manufacturing, 8 to 10 times that inventory turnover ratio will be followed. But I don't know about other process industry, other industries. But in our area, in our company, what we used to tell 8 to 10%, 8 to 10 times whatever the buying, selling, and making, it will be followed within 8 to 10 times. That is what the cutting inventory principle we are following. Ultimately, we want to make a set. And the process automation, of course, already I told you. So wherever it is required, we have to go for a process automation. Because some of the process we can able to manage manually if you give the better result. Otherwise, you have to go for automation in order to achieve the customer demand, even in terms of productivity, quality, cost, delivery, whatever they want. So wherever it is required, we have to go for process automation. Of course, productivity part, what we are talking about, calculating OEE, that is the major one thing. Almost all the companies they are following. So that is the one area where we can see the overall equipment effectiveness in terms of availability, performance, and the quality. So how much the time machine is available for making production, how much time is getting lost because of the breakdowns, other areas, whatever it is. That is where is the calculating OE is very, very important for us. Because when you improve the OE, the capital investment will be cut down. Because the same experience I had, and since I avoid 1 crore investment by improving the calculating OE. Because my customer just increase only just 10% the volume, but whatever the capacity I'm having, but I'm not able to do that. But by increasing the OE, I can able to match the increased volume, by which I can able to reduce the capital investment. So the better one thing is calculating OE. It is also very, very important. All world-class companies, they are following OE. And of course, productivity, how to address all 16 losses. You know that as part of TPM company, you should address all the 16 losses in order to reduce the cost and in order to reduce the productivity also. And of course, any world-class manufacturing company, they have both innovation and Kaizen, without which it is not possible. What I am talking about innovation and Kaizen, innovation here I am talking about breakthrough ideas. Kaizen means continuous improvement. So standardize, do check, standardize, do something like that. SDCA format or PDCA format. I will implement the Kaizen, standardize, then I will do the innovation, Kaizen, innovation, Kaizen, innovation, Kaizen. Something like that, you will do that. Kaizen is nothing but gradual continuous improvement. Here, innovation is a big jump or big investment or top-down approach. Usually, we carry it as a cross-functional team. They will be given for project like breakthrough project or big jump project. So this is called innovation and Kaizen principle. We are also following. So this is what the best practices any world-class company you take. So whatever we have also done, we have also included. Okay, this is a strategy for world-class manufacturing company. We have to invest more in R&D. That's what the quality cost, prevention cost, and improve manufacturing capability by investing in property and equipment. That's what we said, OE equipment is very, very important. And remove communication barrier. Of course, involve people, organize meeting, discuss with them. Labor forces is to be nurtured. So our workman force is to be involved, developed, and they should be given task of making a decision on their own. So at that stage, we have to develop the people. So build quality at the design stage, emphasize process improvement. These are the strategy usually all company adopting, but how effectively you are following is depends upon the world-class level. Of course, this is the structure we are following, and I've already explained to you. TIE, Total Industry Engineering, Total Quality Control, and TPM, and just-in-time. This is already we have discussed about the principles. And this is the method of Total Industrial Engineering. What we are trying to see here, we want to do the motion study, everything. Based on that, we will attack the Mura, Muda. You know that Muri, overburdening is a part of lean manufacturing. Once you start implementing leaning, you will come to know that what is Muri, Mura, Muda. But even if you do, total industry engineering in the IE study, if you do, then we can able to come to understand that what is, where are the area we are having Muri, where are the area we are having Mura. Then Muri and Mura is both put together making a Muda. So that is called a 7 waste, non-value added operation. So for which only we have to, this method we have to adapt it. And of course, I already told you what is TQM, principle of TQM. And of course, productivity maintenance, already I have explained to you. And just in time also already explained to you. And this is when you are going for world-class manufacturing, there are some structure available. And of course, some pillars are to be followed. Totally 20 pillars are available. 10 pillars are technical pillars, 10 pillars are managerial pillars. These are the managerial pillars: management commitment, clarity of objectives, roadmap to world-class manufacturing, effective allocation. These are the 10 pillars are applicable for the managerial pillars. Of course, this is technical pillar. This is the managerial pillars, and this is the technical pillars of WFCM. Whereas this is the model for roadmap model excellence for our company. This is what the excellence way we have taken up. In our company, what we have done it, first principle we taken about workplace improvement culture. Second one is, see in the left side, you can see that these are the input required for the each and every stage. In the right side, green is the output what we are trying to achieve this. Suppose, for example, if you take workplace improvement culture, what are the things we wanted to implement? Workplace management system, QCC, waste elimination, safety, suggestion, and Kaizen. So as part of workplace improvement culture, these 5 pillars we will take up. This is the time period we are also giving. We are giving for the 4 months. And what is that output we are going to get? Operator ownership, team involvement, cost reduction, safe workplace, total employee involvement. So like that, first phase, second pillar, third pillar, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one. So this is the stage we are moving now. Almost we are in the stage TPM, and now we are going to move our lean production. And what are the input in a takt time, Kanban? These are the left side, whatever the pillars they have given, these are all the input for the each and every stage of the world-class roadmap excellence, operational excellence. So, and these are the output. So in the TPM improvement, zero defect, production increase, MTTR, MTTB, OEE, productivity improvement, WP reduction, manpower reduction, high ERT, all world-class manufacturing output, you can able to see that. All world-class manufacturing practices, you can see the left side. This is the input we are practicing, that is the enablers or process, for which the output, what we are going to get, these are the output, that is reduction lead time, customer satisfaction, zero defect, reduction, WP reduction, innovation, this. So these are the left input and these are the output we are going to. This is what the model we are implemented in our concern, Murugappa Group, as part of TA, as part of Murugappa Group company. So that's what we said. What?
Let me explain. The 10 principles are
இது இந்த பிசினஸ் செக்ஷன் ஒன்று கொடுத்தேன் இருக்கு அதை போட்டுருவேன். நான் உன்ட்ட கொடுத்துறேன்.
வெறும் WC மட்டும் தான்
இல்ல நான் ஃபோல்டர் கொடுத்துருந்தேன்.
இருக்குல்ல சார், வெறும் WC மட்டும்
அதுல இருக்கு எப்படி சேஃப்டி நாங்கள் அச்சீவ் பண்ண இருக்கு. ஓகே ஓகே சார். Technical pillars of world class manufacturing. 10 pillars I have given, safety, cost reduction, continuous improvement, autonomous maintenance, professional maintenance, quality control, smooth material flow, early management, people development, environment. Sir, in your area, Foundry, because you are all working in the Foundry process, but I don't know how all the technical pillars applicable to you. But some of the pillars are definitely applicable in the safety. How you are going to take the safety in Foundry area? You can do same accident zero. The same concept you can adapt like other industry what they are following. So safety we can follow that. Something cost reduction we can do that. How are you going to do the cost reduction? But usually you will take what are the area we can able to do the fixed cost reduction and variable cost reduction. Fixed cost reduction capital related, variable cost reduction it is the consumable related, all sort of energy saving, all those things we can take it up. And the third one is continuous improvement. Continuous improvement in the sense how people are involved in the continuous improvement. Kaizen activity and breakthrough activity. How people are involved, what is the target they are given to the people, will they able to do as per the plan, or what is the result we are getting. That is what the continuous improvement. Then you take autonomous maintenance. This is very, very important. In order to reduce the breakdown, of course, in order to reduce the breakdown, and of course, I want to achieve the zero defect, autonomous maintenance is very, very playing an important role in our manufacturing area. Why I am saying that operators should maintain the routine maintenance and the preventive and the plant maintenance will be maintained by the maintenance department. What are all the routine maintenance, what they are supposed to maintain? Something cleaning, lubrication, inspection, tightening. Those activities, the operators should be followed. Remaining preventive activity, replacement, all other things will be followed by the maintenance. And professional maintenance, nothing but a plant maintenance. That is, if you are doing plant maintenance, what is the advantage we are getting is the MTPF and MTTR. So these are the various pillars, but the first 5 pillars we can definitely, 6 pillars, 7 pillars, we can able to attack that. And of course, I think you are already following, I think, no? So these are the technical pillars we wanted to emphasize more on this. So that is what safety, cost deployment, continuous improvement, autonomous maintenance, professional maintenance, and quality control, logistics and material flow, early equipment management, people development, environment. These are the all the 10 pillars are important for, but again, depends upon the type of industry or size of industry, whether it is applicable to all 10 or not. It is up to the company to decide. So what are the learnings? Whatever I have implemented, my learning, I want to share that. So world-class manufacturing, it is a continuous improvement system. It is not only one time. It should be continuous. Whatever we achieved best, again we are going for best. Then again moving, again upgrading. This is the way we have to go for world-class manufacturing. Otherwise, we cannot able to sustain in the competitive market. So usually it is a mindset based on a continuous improvement approach. So whatever I have achieved, it is not enough. We have to go for further, going beyond, exceeding expectation. So something like that we should always keep in our mind. Based on that, we have to move for continuous improvement system. This is one of the learning what I got. We cannot, it is not a one-time job or a one-time job or something like that. It should be on continuous basis we have to improve. Otherwise, it is very difficult to maintain the competitive advantage. So what we are trying to see here is keys of WCM is, it is helping it to reduce the lead time and speed up. We can able to reduce the operation cost, exceeding the customer expectation, manage the global enterprises, outsourcing process we can streamline, and performance visibility in the business. So these are the key area based on which these are the area where we have got the improvement. We can able to see that these are the improvement we got it from those world-class manufacturing practices when we adopted. It is all what is world-class about involving all the available resources. So you had a man, machine, material, method. So that's what I told you one of the example. When I going for zero-defect concept, how man is involved, how method is involved, but the guidelines, whatever we have to develop. So because why you want to involve people is the teamwork. The teamwork is the major thing for achieving the world-class level. So that is why we want to do the involvement. And of course, more effective problem solving, why teamwork? And through teamwork, we create sense of belonging, grow capability, system, and strong foundation. And of course, this is the most one. WMC must be a real change process. It should be capable to maintain itself. So these are the 5 steps I have given there. Even if it is one is missing, these are the chaos we are getting. So sometimes one of the things we are skipping, but we face the benefit out of the problem out of this. So these are the steps to be followed in order to maintain. If any of these steps are missing, we will not have sustainable change. We will not get 100% effectiveness. So is world-class manufacturing, what we are trying to say is just a common sense. World-class manufacturing opens minds and doors to new possibilities. That is what our learning, one of the learning. Of course, it is not always easy. Sometimes it is even painful, but it works. It will make difference and it will change the way to the business, moving towards world-class level. Okay. So world-class organization need world-class people. So these are the results expected. This is the average result I have given. Material cost, manufacturing cost, new product development, 20 to around minimum 20 to 30% we can achieve. Raw material, WIP, quality cost, lead time, all those areas. So these are the results we are expected from this. Of course, this is what maximum. Okay, thank you. Any questions? Any questions, sir?
Any questions from the participants? Yes. Dear all participants, we are arranging a one-day online training program on process FMEA for Foundry process on the date of 15th October. Yearly registration is welcome so that we can plan for the program. So this is for the day, and think you have gained some insightful knowledge on world-class manufacturing practices, the pillars of the world-class manufacturing practices. So you can adapt these pillars in your organization and get improve your performance, quality, cost, delivery, what are key performance indexes. So what are maybe things? So if you're interested in joining this program, we have already sent a link to all the regions and chapters. You can register in your for the program. Now this is the time for vote of thanks. I thank Mr. Thamarai Selvan sir for giving some valuable information from his experience, and I express my vote of thanks to all the participants who take patience and put time to attend this seminar. Thank you very much for attending the program. I think that's for the day. You can end this session, sir. If you have any doubts, you can ask, sir.